è il momento. Festival Sub-Zerus.
Go, Barbara, go!
Dai, Barbara, a cazzo. Ho sbagliato. Ah, no, ok, va bene, va bene. Devo andare qua giù, giusto. Ad Astra Abyssosque.
There she is!
Eccoci.
Dunyarzad, we're back!
Dunyarzad.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon.
Ok, sì,
I'm
lei
so
era
glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's
una delle
birthday.
poche tizie a favoreggiare per la sorella dei minori dell'Arco. Che ricordiamo il nome con cui la chiamano non me lo ricordo, ma non è perfettamente ben vista dalla popolazione locale di questa zona. Non perché abbia fatto chissà cosa, ma perché secondo loro il merito che gli hanno dato non gli spetta. Non le spetta comunque.
Indeed. The festival's
Attenzione,
tomorrow.
Ricorda,
We've
c'è
been
anche
preparing
di
for so
Zelda
long that
anche.
I can't help but feel a little nervous.
Forse?
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali
Kusanali,
will feel
eccola.
everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which,
L'attesa di
did you
Kusanali
manage to
è
make your
essa
way to Port
stessa,
Gormos?
Kusanali.
Discover anything over there?
Ma,
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
più o meno.
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both
Ricordiamo
be in for
Deia,
a
la
lifetime of
guardia del
trouble.
corpo, appunto, della tizia.
Dia, you were eavesdropping.
Fortissima.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Fortissima Paimon. Allora, ci ha preparato una stanza. L'alba delle mille rose, capitolo terzo, atto secondo. Molto bene. Dov'è che si va adesso? Ho preso la strada più lunga, forse. Non ci si schianta contro i pali, magari Barbara, grazie. Dove ce l'hai trovata la stanza, scusa, amica?
Here we are. It's also very close
Ehi.
to where I've been staying.
It looks really
L'ottima stanza, effettivamente.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
Bene.
Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
Per forza.
All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too
Okay.
excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food?
Speriamo,
Oh no,
Paimon.
no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
Andiamo a riposare.
Did we oversleep?
Di già.
We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
In tutto questo Nilu che fine ha fatto? Comunque bella la stanza in mezzo a nulla con la gente che entra e ti guarda russare nelle peggio maniere. Spero che qui magari sono anche abituati, però io in quanto forestiero magari no. Buonasera, buonasera a lei. Sorellame.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Come mai?
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Perché?
You must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment
Ogni
as if it
momento
were
come se
gold.
fosse oro.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the full.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Guardate che si fa un giro del mercato di Sumer.
Many vendors came out of the
Con
blue to support the
calma,
event,
paciosi.
and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket?
Poi non vado nemmeno al mercato della mia città perché non mi garba.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ok.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
Che frutta abbiamo? Vediamo un po'.
This is a stall offering foods
Ah,
from the
capito.
Haft feast.
Poponi, meloni, doglioni, mirtilli grossi come Dio Cristo, melograni grossi Dio buono come zucche.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit.
I funghi dove cazzo li hai visti,
Vegetarian
Pemo?
stuff. So, what's the
Aia.
Haft Mewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashawa mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsettias, Kapalatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues
Le
of the
7
Dendro
virtù
Archon.
dell'Arcon di Dendro.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon,
Narraci,
then
Pemo.
wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
Per forza.
Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
A Natlan, regione di cui ancora non sappiamo un cazzo.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Se continuano così a voglia.
All right, how about we also
Mi
check
piace
out some of
questo
the other
flash
stuff?
forwarding. Queste anticipazioni sulle future regioni di Genshin
Dear
Impact.
customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
Yeah.
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Ok.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
Quindi io ancora continuo a riferirmi a Kusanali come se fosse Night, ma magari mi sto completamente
So, how does
sbagliando.
it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random
Una
transmutation.
trasmutazione
Sure
casuale.
sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
E a me pare una strunzata, però
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate.
ho capito, lo
Why
scroto,
does
per
everything sound so
forza.
much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
A volte.
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it?
Ma
Want to give it a
secondo
try?
me è un po' una strunzata. No, vabbè. Proviamo, dai. Allora, cosa vogliono? Roba comunque di Mostat. Vogliono. Diamogli uno di questi 100. Vai.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Che senso?
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Un Pac-Man.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means...
Attenzione,
wait a moment.
in crisi.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
In che senso?
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Hai capito?
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much.
Il destino mostra solo l'inizio di un viaggio. Interessante prospettiva.
I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stop.
Ma io posso tipo interloquirci e fare cose? No. Almeno non sotto missione.
Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Beh, forza! Andiamo, non ti distrarre, Dunyarzad. Ora si va dal fabbro, quindi. Oppure dal tizio c'è molta gente. O si caga entrambi. Ah no, è il tizio con la gente. Grande! Ferris!
Attention! Soldiers,
vedi lo
fall
stile?
into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Vedi? Mo so cazzi.
With a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad. Wow.
Miss Dunyarzad, the children
Ah sì,
love
perché
you
ricordiamo
even
comunque che
more
la
than the Yalda
signorina
candies.
Dunyarzad viene da una famiglia comunque
In the
altolocata.
few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzeruz festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
Come mai?
The hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Ah.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz festival.
Per forza.
All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Via.
Yes, Knight Ferris.
Sì, da coglioni, ciao.
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past,
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
as are we to you, Vihar.
Tocca.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Caramelle la chiamate Yalda.
Whichever one. Don't these box?
Ma possiamo
That is
usare
the
la
fun
visione
part.
elementale,
Each
forse.
box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors,
Ooh, those all sound
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Che schifo.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon it's alright. Paimon believes it.
I also believe in your
Dai!
intuition.
Visione elementale
These
c'hai.
boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Ma c'è la visione elementale c'hai. Il mio intuito mi dice che la migliore è la numero 1. Sì.
Attention!
Bugiardo.
Thought you
Non
said
ci
I'd
credo
so many
nemmeno,
epic
Arda.
battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4.
Ma col
How about this?
cazzo.
The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Ah.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Ok.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Andiamo.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
O forse perché ci nascondi qualcosa. Dove sei andata? Ma scusi, lei è alchimista, mi fa capire... Ah, è il solito alchimista di sempre. Lui invece sa vende?
I picked all these from the forest yesterday.
Non vende un cazzo fondamentalmente.
I picked all these
Ne so mirtili grosso nel caso quelli, però. Sto arrivando, maledetti stronzi.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Attenzione.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Dio buono.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any...
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
Oh, Maiani.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers!
Forse anche nulla.
Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia. Dia the Flame.
Dio, no, Deia
No
Chioma
wonder we mercs
Ardente.
haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid
Aren't your claws all dull by now?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe...
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the...
Fugge entro il tempo limite. Non credo ci voglia così tanto. Difficile.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale.
Yeah, I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever...
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
Be happy.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm...
Al fiatone però. Aia.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting...
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us merc...
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. Oh,
about that. Well, I sold it, cause...
it can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparation.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and...
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling her weapon without permission and getting hurt?
Aia.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Di nuovo male, perché lei che malattia aveva? Mi ricordo di con lei e la sua malattia.
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her
Cazzo, non mi
somewhere to
ricordo che
rest?
malattia
I'll
aveva.
look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Truly.
Ci va, però.
I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Dai, malattia aveva la tizia.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
Ok.
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar.
Ah, ok.
Terminal now.
Lei è Lazar, giusto. Ed è terminale, Dio di Dio.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar.
Come con lei?
In that case, you probably know about its
Okay.
severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar, and I can't compare to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. It's a fact. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me, so that I can live for that much longer. However, did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
Right.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Momento lacrimoni, eh?
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Okay.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival. Nilou will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still...
Andiamo. Giungi il Gran Bazar e assiste alla danza di Sub-Zero. No, Naida. No, non arrampicare sui pali. Eccoci.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior
Ecco, mi
permission?
rompicazzo, sempre. Sei taria poi, che cazzo sei?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilou!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform
Ma
it...
mandali in culo, mandali,
The
cazzo te ne
Sub-Zeros
frega.
Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
Mamma mia. Mi sta sul cazzo, ma te che fa la lecca culo anche peggio.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Calma tu.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
È arrivato il fenomeno.
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me.
Ma ci va a fanculo. Come se la sente? No, gli universitari, no? Che se la sentono un bot perché sono laureati. Poi arriva uno cretino che gli smonta argomentando meglio di loro e devono anche stare zitti.
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next
cazzo, mi stanno, non se la sentono perché hanno il titolo di studio.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere and the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zeros festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one.
Aia.
Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
E l'avrai. Da delle teste di cazzo è stato interrotto. Si può dire, Si può dire. È stato interrotto dalle esimie teste di cazzo.
It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
Attenzione.
Connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible.
Le connessioni.
The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Cazzo.
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Certo, la colpa è nostra, Paimon. Sa che lei sta qui vicino, quindi è sempre qui.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Ora.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going.
Aspettavo un attimo. Segui Dunyarzad. Un attimo.
Ooh, they're selling food over that
Curare.
way. Let's go take a look.
Preso e reintanto.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
Come un grosso enorme déjà vu. E sei tornato in qualche maniera indietro, però le cose sono leggermente diverse.
It's one of the Sabzeruz festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Infatti, qualcosa di molto familiare.
Remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Ok, siamo già tornati qui.
Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
Ok.
But if you trust your
È
intuition
tutto
and
molto
overcome your fears,
intrigante
the sun
adesso.
will surely rise.
Sembra avere un déjà vu anche a me.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Ci tocca.
So, where to next?
Le caramelle, tutti i gusti più uno. E noi adesso sappiamo essere la quarta scatola. A meno che il gioco non voglia comunque punirci in qualche maniera. Qui sempre bambini incredibili e saltano.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Kusanali!
Yes, Knight Varus!
Fanculo!
What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
Oh.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Night of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these...
Adesso noi scegliamo la quarta scatola.
Ooh, how...
And there's also lizard tail.
Beh, sappiamo queste cose. Le fanno.
Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sensetia flavor.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1.
La quarta.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Precognizione forse. Anche secondo me.
How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Bisogna andare a controllare delle cose.
Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Il sapore del déjà vu. Allora, intanto riscuotiamo l'obiettivo. Poi vai alla taverna di Lambad.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that
Esatto.
case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry?
Dove siamo a proposito?
So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
Ma un caso, no. Tortino di aielena tostate.
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I got it.
Charcoal baked Angelina cake. Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
Cazzo. Ah, sì, ok.
That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far?
Cazzo di espressione.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean...
L'ho sicuramente già mangiato.
That's impossible. We were just talking about how... So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
Sembra che lo abbia già provato.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
E cosa fa? O si va a pestare uno? Tanto come cazzo si esce da questo posto?
Hey, Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia can...
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
Yeah. Ciao Sherry. Cherry. Zeta Sherry. Com'è? Com'è Cherry?
Okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
Succede. Ah, mal di tutto.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
Sì, c'ho qualcosa intorno. Via.
Huh? Did...
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh,
Okay.
Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin.
Ma sappiamo che annulleranno l'esibizione. Lo faccio in automatico, perfetto.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me.
Grosse anche.
What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood.
Akasha.
I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that...
Secondo me lui ha a che fare con qualcosa. Sicuramente.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Eccoci.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
Cazzata, Paimon, eh?
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep.
Ho interrotto il festival, questa cosa mi manda fuori dei meloni.
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
Ha poco senso.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to
Attenzione, c'è
exhaustion.
dell'effettaggio.
We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Questo scoiattolo è sospetto, dovrebbe essere lui il colpevole. Ancora. Energia gnana, ma che cazzo vuol dire tutto questo?
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
E ancora ci si sveglia.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway.
Se invece stavolta deviamo, non è un déjà vu, stiamo proprio rivivendo lo stesso giorno ogni volta.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Tocca.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
Esatto. Avrebbero gestito bene il ritmo, perché rifare tutto un'altra volta non ho voglia.
Sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some...
Not much of it.
It's not that simple.
Ora devo
Each
scegliere
box
la
contains
scatola.
They are.
And there's also lizard tail.
What?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Ok, non ci dà libertà di scelta stavolta, quindi vuole per forza la... Perché per forza la 4?
Oh, I like
Ci
your
sono comunque 3 che hanno roba buona dentro.
hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ora a parte un loop a livello di narrazione che va avanti all'infinito.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck.
Cazzo ho avuto? Ok.
Paimon's not.
Ah, wait.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck.
Pietro quando è che ha
How is this
memorizzato?
possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick?
Ok, so cosa hanno
This is
fatto.
way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Ah, si è visto cose.
Hey, where are you going?
Bene, 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 mi piace. Mi piace.
Come on. Did you see something? Us leaving
Comunque il
Dunyarzad without
discorso delle
letting her know is
scatole
kinda
è che
rude, you know.
secondo gli sviluppatori noi avremmo dovuto in qualche maniera scegliere scatole diverse. Quindi magari la seconda volta non devo puntare la quarta, che prendere la seconda. Avevo mostrato la terza o comunque la quinta e avrei saputo per esclusione il contenuto di ogni scatola. Oh, com'è che ha fatto? Va bene.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Figura
Traveler?
familiare. Ok.
That's...
Wow. Molto intrippante. Volta non scappia. O forse sì.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
Però con cazzo sta succedendo?
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you?
Eccoci.
I'm sure you already know how to use this.
Ok.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Sono insieme.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
Giornate su giornate di ricordo.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival?
Boss!
Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
Salve.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met,
Tanto tempo
and I
fa.
answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way.
Questo è in déjà vu che sta avvenendo. Oh, yeah.
What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us?
Your sense of déjà vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
La prima Dunia. Quindi nonostante il déjà vu, gli altri non sono stati colpiti da esso. Anche se noi viviamo con quel déjà vu che abbiamo a che fare con persone che non esistono in quel senso.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Nahida.
Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara.
Samsara di un...
As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds.
È la Madonna.
I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Insomma.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Tanto facciamo un attimo ordine, capiamo. Quando entri nello stato di contemplazione puoi scegliere una delle seguenti, una delle opzioni testuali per interpretarla. Questo processo di interpretazione consiste nell'analisi del testo e può portare a ulteriori opzioni. Una volta interpretata puoi inviare quel testo come conclusione. Alcune opzioni testuali possono essere associate l'una con l'altra una volta interpretate. Seleziona Assash per scegliere l'altra opzione. Seleziona attiva associazione, effettuando associazione accurata tra ottenere una opzione. Se una delle opzioni testuali della pagina attuale può essere usata come conclusione, seleziona prima di selezionare e invia conclusioni. Il tutto si sta facendo fottutamente incasinato, ma Il soundtrack del festival. Allora, il discorso del grande saggio, i risultati della divinazione alchemica, il déjà vu, stanchezza mentale anomala. Allora,
The
capiamo.
moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Cosa significa? Allora, siccome il grande saggio quando dice ci augura festeggiare un grande festival del Sub-Zerus, perché secondo lui sa qualcosa riguardo questo loop ciclico.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Esatto.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Questo no. No. Ok. Il senso del déjà vu con mi crea il loop temporale.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
Ok. Stanchezza
My
mentale
mind
anomala.
feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Ok, io posso. Interpreta di nuovo.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the moon, illusions, and lies."
La luna, le illusioni e le
What do they all
bugie.
mean? We've already...
Quindi o il déjà vu che stiamo vivendo in realtà è tutta la nostra illusione, avrebbe senso il concetto di bugia e stessa, ma a quel punto avrei più domande che risposte.
That should be it. The moon... That doesn't sound right. The moon... That doesn't sound right.
Allora, aspetta un attimo.
Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Un attimo questa cosa. Esatto, permetto di fare ordine. Allora. Temporale, il déjà vu, altre cose.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past.
Ecco.
A pity.
Ah, perché ah, ok.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that a simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information.
Non volevo farti dare come risposta
Unfortunately,
conclusiva.
I can't give you any more hints. Dunyarzad! The Sub-Zerus festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zerus festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop,
Molto
so
combattuto.
we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more...
Allora, qual è? La terza volta non si è parlato col tizio della divinazione. Un attimo qui. Grazie. Fammi rompere il rompi. Ora siamo da soli a fare questa cosa.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend? I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Hai avvertito nulla di strano ultimamente?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today.
Molto
I
strano.
haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming?
Magari.
Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream
Nessuno sogna a Sumeru. È vero, perché c'era anche questa cosa qui, che nessuno sognava a Sumeru. Nessuno sogna a Sumeru.
Actually has a point. Is this a dream?
Esatto.
Everyone dream?
Nessuno sogna a Sumeru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago.
A meno che non sia un'illusione.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well...
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Siamo tutti intrappolati nel giorno del festival del Sub-Zero. In realtà è previsto il nostro futuro molte volte. Facciamo così.
Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam.
Che senso? Quindi lui non è stato vittima del déjà vu?
What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Il libro dice solo, se vi fidate dell'intuito e superate le vostre paure, il sole sorgerà sicuramente.
So that's how it is.
In che senso?
Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Non se ne parliamo di Dunia Azad.
If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Andiamo. La tizia. E c'è un'altra volta.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing.
Okay.
Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
La banda di rapinatori vi ha appena atteso un'imboscata.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out.
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
Che tanto.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Allora, in pratica, succede che... Di cosa sono successe? La Claymore di Deia.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Gli abitanti sono...
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. The moon, illusions.
Tell her, Traveler!
Perché sei ancora abituato al tuo nuovo spadone, venduto il tuo spadone che
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
Kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
What?
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and
Non è la vera
really
cosa, non me lo
gloomy.
dire.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Almeno che...
Huh? At first?
All'inizio era così. Quindi in realtà la sua malattia in realtà non è veramente nata, ma è qualcosa.
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over.
Ok.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss
Anaida. Razor, muovi il Eccoci.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
È la vera Dunyarzad. Ok. Quindi tutto il resto non sono altro che manifestazioni. O meno. Domanda è di cosa?
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
A posto.
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Che senso? Non posso vedere nemmeno Dunyarzad. Racconta.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Però non la vede fisicamente.
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura.
Sua aura.
There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or
Anche della percezione di...
Do Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Sage.
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this.
Quando è come fanno i saggi dell'Accademia a potersi permettere una...
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
L'avevo detto che il saggio dell'Accademia racconta.
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Okay.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned.
Dottore.
What did she say?
Oh, dottore, questa missione è un trip allucinante.
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire
Devo
populace
stare anche
and it
attento
grants
perché se mi
knowledge to
perdo
the
qualche
people."
informazione potrebbe essere devastante. Quindi.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom?
Okay.
How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Cioè l'informazione della Akasha viene dall'Irminsul.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
La parte di deduzioni. Però non sogno.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. That doesn't sound right. I need to care. That doesn't sound right.
Ho capito.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What's happening right now seems to have happened before.
Era loro vogliono.
That doesn't sound right.
Ah, per forza questo, de.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price.
Ah, capito.
Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
Benvenuto su Egghead.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
Okay.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
How does everyone feel?
Ah, insomma.
Huh? What is it?
Sente sempre un...
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Senti... Apporto...
That's probably an important clue.
Ok.
We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Eccoci.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head.
A parte che si è fatto...
We took off our Akasha terminals.
Donna, che trip da sta roba.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Ok.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Ok.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why's that?
Abbiamo davvero spezzato il legame potere.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
Infatti.
I guess I'm the moon.
Ah.
The moon?
La luna.
Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing...
Ok. Déjà vu.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Cosa non...
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Stavolta non si è fatta male, quindi stavolta ha mandato Madonna. E non l'ha venduto.
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar.
Quindi a livello inconscio si è adattata al nuovo spadone.
It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using
Memoria
it, your
muscolare.
body feels like it does?
That's right.
Più o meno.
Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Hanno detto anche degli altri. Perché abbiamo rimuovuto. Ora ce lo rihanno.
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still...
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Molto intrippante. Vabbè, la storia del coso. Arriva il grande saggio e rompe il cazzo.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Filosofia a quest'ora.
It's even possible that this entire world is a
Molto
lie,
interessante.
and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Ok.
Hold on, what?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words.
Va bene.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've...
Però sto cazzo di beef.
Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are...
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by...
Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence.
Good.
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Il loop temporale è sbagliato. Sì.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Però la facilità di combattimenti dei sono...
Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? People's physical conditions should also reset.
È soltanto... Nemmeno soltanto la mente, ma... più o meno.
So,
Che subisce il
what's your new
loop.
hypothesis?
Eccoci.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later some...
Questa cosa qui...
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom...
Poi, muore corpo.
The moon, illusions. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of
Associa. Suono come... Ricordi svaniscono. Come sono tanto i ricordi. Però il giorno in sé si ripete. Non avrebbe senso che quando il festival è qui di giorno.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day.
Al contrario, i nostri ricordi vengono cancellati.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the
Ora ha
deletion of our
senso.
memories.
Più o meno.
That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
Quindi ecco, quindi spiega anche perché effettivamente la sua malattia si sta aggravando. Comunque il tempo scorre normalmente, la nostra percezione è di... Guarda che trip.
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
Più o meno.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a
Che
firefly
cazzo
in the
però,
night.
Naida.
You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
Eccoci.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Quindi nemmeno la teoria della cancellazione memoria ha effetto.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after...
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hand.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
Ok.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Aria.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Esatto.
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate?
Effettivamente ha senso.
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Effettivamente ha senso. Che se forse...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish. It's not very likely, but it's also not
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that.
Yeah.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Ci fa ore, Dia.
This is it.
Ok.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
Ok.
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun.
Praticamente...
Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Non si... Lupe temporale.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
Improvviso risolto e c'è qualcosa di strano.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Esatto. Non avevo mai pensato di lasciare la città.
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Sono talmente intrippato a ragionare su questa cosa che... Naida. Che non c'è più.
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time...
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice
Abbiamo
before.
già menzionato un piano.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we...
Let me think.
I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
Due a volte rimanete in giro tutta la notte.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Diciamo questa è la chiave. Riproviamoci domani con calma.
Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Ora.
Our memories are back! About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Che senso?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Donna che trip.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Ok. No, che bellezza, sono nel momento... Mamma mia, bellezza, tutta sta mia. Le vacue illusioni del festival di Sub-Zero, si riusciti... La città.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos.
If that's your problem, make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Probabilmente l'Accademia non condividerebbe più problemi con...
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we... This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
C'è la città per avere le fotografie sono tutte di Holden. Servi lo svolgersi degli eventi all'interno. Ma forse più la prima.
But what if things get really weird out there and you... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Adesso mi viene insieme a creare tutto come prima.
Okay. Paimon will promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick one, please.
Effettivamente noi lasciamo la città. Ok.
Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only
No, triste Paimon. Cosa avevo promesso?
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying. doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Ora non ricordo.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
Comunque meno male hanno messo l'italiano perché questa parte in inglese deve essere stato un parto da seguire.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
Yeah, dalla prospettiva di Paimon lui è scomparso.
Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
Però adesso collaborino.
Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Tocca.
Yep, now we're talking.
Ok.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But okay, see you tomorrow, traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Ok.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's
Numerevoli
festival in Sumeru
dimensioni.
City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Okay.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound...
Per forza questo, dai.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats.
Okay.
So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey, where are you going?
Fai mente locale. Andiamo alla pan. Questa missione. Poi uno dietro l'altro. Basta prendere il teleport.
Do you want some alone time to think?
Ora quanto tempo sta pensando?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff.
Okay then. See you later.
Comodo a seguire il saggio.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together.
Pure Nahida
This
ci sta
time we're
tenendo
gonna get to the truth.
gioco. Interessante tutto questo. Per capirci qualcosa.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Allora, pazzi, i risultati di tanti samsara del festival. No, ho sbagliato, cazzo.
You're back. I've been waiting for... Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero... Okay.
Okay. Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and...
Sad.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? That doesn't sound... All the bizarre spaces I saw outside...
L'ha spostato.
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these have no sign
Della
of
selva di
human
Avidia.
presence. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange... We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams
Ora la
from them.
faccenda si sta spiegando.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it.
Hypatia.
Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their... Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
Suono della coscia.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night. Even
l'apparizione e la scomparsa di...
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized.
Quindi quando il beep triggera qualcosa.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, more...
Produzione di massa dei sogni.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And
so, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream...
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question. Who am I?
Sono io.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahid...
So you noticed?
Sì. Usanali.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is... Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Io non ci sono più. A parte questo, ma poi c'era perché?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
Molto strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know
Comunque la
anything
musica in
about
questo
it.
gioco è scomparsa da tempo.
Traveler, do you have any information?
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the video... Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of... The Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your...
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha.
Senso.
So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
Ha molto senso.
Paimon, Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of déjà vu.
Ok, quindi in qualche modo la cosa su di noi funziona per non...
Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing!
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, after we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon?
Eccoci.
Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait.
Qui?
Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
No. Oh, no, dai, no.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant
La
dream
coscienza è
harvesting.
scomparsa.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely.
Okay.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this
Ma
dream.
cosa vuol dire?
So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just...
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunya.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, you know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Che senso?
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality, or I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Non ci voglio credere, è morto davvero. Dai, cosa vuol dire?
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did...
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archon...
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as...
Great, but how do...
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even that means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So...
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within, which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food... However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and the dream will respond in kind. And the server really will. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the...
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, and even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, as for me, during this time...
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the trap...
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to...
Non è possibile.
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us with... We mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see... Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would...
Allora.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. Like Nahida. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the... Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Da un lato forse avrebbe anche senso. Capire.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine, just... It's a little hard to explain.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's fest...
Less questions! More wishing!
Pezzo nativo,
okay. Oh, my wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle, and I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Dio, tristezza. Ora come glielo dice a lui?
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go.
Huh.
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Ok.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her, but none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
Dia.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, traveler!
E Dia forse sta sognando. La persona forse più vicina a livello. No. Ah.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The Homiyanis pay me, not you. You... fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? Anyway, watch yourself.
Sì, tranquilla.
So you got yourself some backup.
I see everything.
Try to keep up.
Qual è che è rimasto lì?
Boba, get them!
Vai, ancora.
Everyone hold hands!
No, me la li so. Madonna.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's space. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Grande Paimon.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Tocca. Punti scritti in modo elegante. Quasi decisioni sono finalmente a schiere questi appuntino del festival di Deruz. Subito. Leggevo con quella grazie a una serie. Temo solo un po' che questo è davvero caso, spero che vi vostra risposta acqua di Borgogan. Un giorno improvvisamente acqua naturale verde vicino all'acqua aperta la tutti credono che sia stata opera di sua eccellenza minore. Sarebbe possibile. delle sorgenti d'acqua comparve a borgo Gandalf. La mamma del buco di notazione e fino a devo su. Una gentile signora mi ha detto che Sua Eccellenza minore Kusanali sta vegliando su di me. Povero bimbo, però che il festival del Sub-Zero rende alta, era alta con braccia estremamente rosse e mi fece volo quando scivolai il giorno dopo mi svegliai al piede di un albero. Non è propriamente.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of... If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Che tristezza.
Hey, where are you off to now?
La panchina. Testi. Com'è Testi in forma? Si va avanti, bravo Testi. Mi piace questo essere in balia degli eventi. La finta Dunia.
Traveler?
Pensa male al viaggiatore, tutto
Be
quanto.
exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Che situazione. Ma quanto è triste questa missione, Testi. Good morning, Testi, per forza, eh. Lo sai l'aspetto con veemenza.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she
Spoilerino di
talked about
domani, argomento
Milu's
del
dance
giorno
of
domani.
Sub-Zeros.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Attenzione, sta scoprendo cose il
That was
Traveler.
what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Ok. Donna, tutta sta parte come intrippante. E probabilmente ci saranno delle scene più belle. Tutto Genshin, ovvero la danza di robe.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things
Io
turn out
improvviso
like
sempre. In
this?
che senso improvvisi sempre? Ah, riguardo Good Morning Testi. Va bene, sei un jazzista. Sì. Poi mi sono talmente intrippato in questa missione e questa situazione che... Addio. Big Ben attacca ai
You don't
cosi.
have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag
Bravo
you into
Testi,
this.
così lo voglio. Mi raccomando, massimo 4-5 minuti, non di più,
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste. Wait, they're not reacting.
A
Have they
posto.
been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Ci fanno lì quei fiori. Che senso?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
Donna che trip sta missione, cazzo.
Ah, that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice.
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Nilo che era al... Ok, era tornato.
Huh?
Immagina che grande saggio e il suo sito non siano qui davanti a...
You guys are acting weird. But okay. Hey!
Eccoci.
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise!
Tocca.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage.
Notte al cane l'abbiamo data. Grande. Sarei io il cane.
It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Eccoci. Animale, un cane. Qua c'è un cane, un coniglio, un criceto e un... Mi ricordo che volatile sì.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zero's
Piccolo
festival?
zoo.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Primo saggio.
To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you?" In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
Eccoci.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Madonna, Nilo. Eccoci, via.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zero's.
Certo, distorgiamo dimensioni così a cazzo allora. Che bella è sta roba.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Attenzione. Nilou sempre nel cuore, ma come mi giocato il cazzo non deve essere riuscito a pullarla mandoci col suo evento. Ci sei fatto finalmente, uscito da questo loop temporale?
Oh, good morning, traveler. Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest
Buongiorno anche a
time.
te, Paimon.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara?
Grazie.
Quick, take off your Akasha terminal.
Andiamo da cosa? Subito. Ti prego, dammi una gioia, eh? Una gioia. Chiedo soltanto una gioia, Naida. Fa cazzate.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Nahida. Bella come se è comparsa a caso, però ci sta.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, ma va bene?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Eccoci.
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon, I have something amazing to tell you.
Ovvero?
I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
Finisce così la missione. Ora si porta avanti. Anzi no, giovedì. Porta avanti. Adesso so per che cosa. Forse manca poco. Andiamo un po', via. Che ormai voglio portarla, voglio finirla.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's
Ora mi
festival.
torna.
And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still
Sei
weakened.
inquietante, Catherine, con quella vocina, però.
Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Andiamo, ci tocca. Parla con Naida. Tocca.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described.
Narraci un
Among
po'.
the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control.
Non è scinato oggi, ma è mai testi, no?
Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream.
Dico non può resistere a lungo e finisce per tornare inevitabilmente.
Where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear.
Né fame né voglia, ma come mai
I used
testi?
all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
Che finale meraviglioso, davvero?
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Ok.
I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
È un boh, il tuo test è un boh di convenzione, diciamo così.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful
Allora,
believer.
narraci un po' di
As your
cose,
reward,
dimmi.
I will answer any and all questions.
Ok. Qual è il di Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine.
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
Ok.
The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness is I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their
hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
Santuario di Surasthana.
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me.
but I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had
Dottore,
hoped to find
intanto
Greater
lei
Lord
interloquisca con
Rukkhadevata instead
testi.
of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent, and I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
Interloquista sembra più un mestiere.
Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Come armista, sai, queste cose qui.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
Ecco, spiegami di ciò che ho visto nella selva oscura.
Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a...
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Naida, sa un po' troppe cose, sai.
So you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message...
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about,
it seems that the traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely... I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project.
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed.
Ok.
But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
Non ho altre domande.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, Seek. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while.
Oh,
And you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara. Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do
tranquilla.
either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened...
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru
Tutto
City.
finito.